got me at a low. 'Cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another weekly grocery haul and meal plan. If you're new here, my name's Katrina and I like to share those videos on my channel every single week, and I also like to share what's for dinner videos, meal prep videos, and just all things food over here. So if you love that content, I would love for you to stick around, hit that subscribe button down below. And if you like cleaning motivation, I've also started up a second channel full of all of my cleaning motivation videos, and I will leave that linked in the description box down below as well if you wanted to go ahead and check that out. But before we get into today's grocery haul and meal plan, I wanted to let you all know that today's video is a collab with Vanessa from over on Lemonade Mum. If you haven't seen her channel already and you love my channel, you will absolutely love her channel. She has a whole ton of grocery hauls, instant pot recipes, a massive amount of meal inspiration and dinner ideas over on her channel. So if you are a meal planner like myself and you like to get your dinner ideas from YouTube, go ahead and check out her channel once you are done watching my video here today. I will leave her link in the description box down below to her collab video today and also to her channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into our meal plan for the week and give you guys some new dinner ideas and let you know what we are having for dinner this week. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and show you the grocery haul, but because today's grocery haul is a little bit smaller than the usual grocery haul, I thought I would go ahead and add a couple recipes at the end of this video, some freezer meal prep, and also a soup recipe that I had in last week's meal plan that a few people asked to see the recipe for. So I thought I would film that and add that into today's video as well. So I hope that you all enjoyed today's video, and if you are new here, thanks so much for stopping by and checking out my channel. Now let's get into the meal plan. So on Monday night, we're going to be having chicken carbonara pasta bake. This is just one of those meals that I absolutely love to freeze and meal prep. I like to make a few trays at a time, chuck them in the freezer so I can just pull them out whenever I can't be bothered cooking, and it just makes for a really quick and easy dinner on that night. I'm actually going to be showing how I make that at the end of this video. So that is one of the freezer meal preps I will be showing. So if you did want to see that, definitely stick around to the end of the video for that one. On Tuesday night, we're going to be having schnitzel with mashed potato and peas. On Wednesday night, we're going to be having ravioli bolognese, a staple in our house. On Thursday night, we're going to be having chicken curry snack with chicken and broccoli. Then on Friday night, I thought I would make that freezer meal Friday from now on. It was either going to be fish Friday or freezer meal Friday, but because when we do have fish, it is from the freezer anyway, I thought if I make it freezer meal Friday, I can decide whether or not I want to have fish that night or not. But it just makes it super easy knowing that on Friday night I can just throw together like a sheet pan meal of some type, and that way I know that things are being used and rotated in the freezer and things just won't go out of date, and it's just a good way to keep a good inventory of what we actually have in the freezer. And then on Saturday night, we're going to be having lasagna and salad, and then on Sunday night, we're just going to have leftovers. So that is everything that is in this week's meal plan. I'm going to go ahead and grab those groceries and let you know what is in the grocery haul this week. So just before we get started on today's grocery haul, for those of you who are new, we like to play a game here where you go ahead and guess in the comments down below how much you think this grocery haul cost my family this week, and then I will let you know the price at the end of the grocery haul. I always love to see how close people can get, especially because the prices vary so much around the world. It's always so interesting to hear how much you think these groceries cost each week. But with that said, let's get into the grocery haul. Before I explain the first couple items that we got, I just want to show you that I got this like compartment container from Big W a couple weeks ago. It was only like $5. I think it was fairly cheap. I want to make like one day a week, super fun for the kids, and make like Sunday night, and I just wanted to have this really cool like container to have all the different bits and bobs in to add on to these Sundays. So I'm going to show you what I grabbed to put into here. We have sprinkles and like mini marshmallows in the cupboard already, which I will be adding into this, but I just thought I would grab a few more different things that I like to put on my ice cream anyway, and I don't know, I'm sure the kids will love it as well. So the first thing that I grabbed for the container is just these Reese's peanut butter chips. They looked so good. I've never tried these before, but I'm really excited to have some of those on the ice cream. Also grabbed some Maltesers. I'm just going to crush those up and add them into one of the compartments, and then some mini M&Ms as well. And then also my toddler absolutely loves these freeze-dried strawberries and bananas. So I thought that I would crush those up and put them in their own section as well, just to put on top of the ice cream as something a little bit more healthy. Next thing that I grabbed this week was just a packet of nappy pants for my youngest, and I also went ahead and grabbed some water wipes. I've never used these before. I normally buy the super cheap $2 packet, but I thought I would start using those for like when I'm wiping their faces after meals and things like that. And then I'd go ahead and grab these water wipes for when I'm changing nappies, because she is getting a lot of like nappy rashes. So I thought I would go ahead and try these at nappy change time and see if it makes a difference at all. If it does, our grocery hauls are about to get super expensive, but as long as she's comfortable, it'll definitely be worth the money. And then I've also gone ahead and grabbed a packet of these beer batter steak cut chips. We do sheet pan meals a lot in this family, and I just thought that sometimes the kids get really sick of just having roast vegetables and then like a protein of some kind. And I thought if I have roast vegetables on there and maybe like 2 or 3 chips each, they're only young, so they're almost 2 and almost 4, so having just 2 or 3 chips on the plate is going to make them happy, and it just will make a massive difference to how they will look at their meal at dinner time. In my opinion, I think that's how it's going to work anyway, so I'm hoping that this will make them more excited to sit down and eat their vegetables alongside a couple chips. And then I've also gone ahead and grabbed these boneless chicken breast pieces. These just seem like slightly bigger chicken nuggets but with proper breast chicken in them, so I thought I would try them on the kids and see what they think of them rather than the more processed type. I also grabbed our usual 4-litre vanilla ice cream that we chuck in the deep freezer, and that will go great with the Sunday night. We just needed a plain ice cream to chuck all those toppings on top of. Then I went ahead and grabbed a block of cheddar cheese. That is for, I'm going to be making that broccoli and cheddar soup again so that I can show you guys in tonight's video, but I grabbed that block so I can make that, as well as another brown onion to go into that recipe. And then I also grabbed a bunch of pouches for the kids. So I got my youngest 2 of these smoothie pouches, just pear, berry and oat in Greek style yogurt. She loves those ones and it's just such a quick and easy breakfast for her sometimes. And then I also grabbed 4 of these strawberry yogurts for my oldest, and then I also grabbed 1 of these apple, pear and cinnamon porridge pouches for my youngest too, just another easy breakfast during the week. Also for my youngest snacks this week, I got her mini rice cakes with the triple berry yogurt on them. She loves these ones, and I just grabbed them in this snack packs this week. I'm pretty sure they were on special, which is why my eye would have went towards these rather than the bigger bags that we usually got, so she'll be excited to have these with lunch this week. I grabbed a bunch of fruit as usual, so I grabbed a watermelon and I also grabbed a kilo of the Pink Lady red apples. I got a little packet here of, I think it's got 8 kiwi fruits in it. Also got a big bunch of bananas. Also for snacks this week, I went ahead and grabbed 3 bags of my favorite tortilla veggie chips. I have tried so many veggie chips that are on the shelves in Woolworths, and these ones just by far win every time. They taste so good. I just love the lentil and beetroot flavored ones, so I grabbed 2 bags of that. They didn't have them last week, so I was super excited to see them again this week. And I also got the chickpea flavored ones. They are a close second, but the lentil and beetroot are definitely by far the best flavor in those chips. I absolutely love them. I love to crush up an avocado with some salt and pepper and lemon juice and just dip those in as a snack during the day, especially at that 3 o'clock slump when I'm hungry but it's not quite dinner time. That is just my favorite go-to snack at the moment. And then on the app, I was hungry when I did this grocery haul clearly, but I saw these thin sausage sizzle chips on the app and I haven't tried these before, so I wanted to grab these and give them a try. Next thing I grabbed was just this 2 kilo beef lasagna. We have been having this on the meal plan for a few weeks now. It's just such a super easy meal, and also I love that the use by date is usually a few weeks out. So this is the 15th of June, so that's a couple weeks away still, and I love that it has that so that if we don't have it that week, we can bring it forward to the next week's meal plan and it's still going to be okay and it doesn't go out of date. And these are also freezable, so we can freeze them if we don't end up eating it as well by the use by date. Next thing I grabbed this week was a 12-pack of cinnamon donuts. Donuts are my weakness. I've normally refused to buy these ever because I could go through a 12-pack in one night, so they're really dangerous. These are probably more dangerous than chocolate, which is why you see blocks of chocolate in my grocery hauls a lot, because I can normally spread the chocolate out a little bit, but the donuts, they just get me every time, and it's only cinnamon donuts. As I said, I was so hungry when I did this grocery haul that now I'm really regretting a lot of the stuff that I've brought because it's just not going to do me any favors. I've also grabbed a big bulk pack of croissants, and they ended up giving me 3 smaller packs. They mustn't have had the bulk pack, so I actually ended up with extra because they gave me the small packs. It has more in each one, so I'm really not sure that we're going to get through all of these this week before they go bad. Let me know in the comments down below if you can freeze these, because that would help me out a ton if I could do that. Next thing I grabbed was a bunch of these drink sachets. I get these all the time, especially the cappuccino decaf and the cappuccino normal ones. I used to be a massive fan of the vanilla lattes, but they changed their recipe a few months ago and I thought I would give them another try. They're half price at the moment, all these sachets, by the way. Well, these Nescafe ones are. I'm not sure about the Milky Bar ones. But as I was saying, I used to love the vanilla ones. They changed their recipe and now they've also changed their packaging very recently, like in the last few weeks. So I thought I would give them another chance, the vanilla lattes, and see if it was just like that random batch or if they, you know, have gone back to normal. So fingers crossed that they have their normal recipe in that one, and if not, well, I'm just going to have to keep getting these cappuccino decafs and the cappuccinos. As I just showed, I got these Milky Bar white hot chocolates. I'm so excited for those ones. I try not to have much caffeine during the afternoon because it does set my anxiety off a lot, so I thought rather than just having the decaf all the time, I thought I would grab those Milky Bar hot chocolates just for a bit of a change up sometimes, or even if I don't feel like ice cream one night and I feel like dessert or something sweet, I thought they would go perfectly for that. I also grabbed a big lettuce here in the background for lasagna night, so we can make up like a Caesar salad with that. I have a bunch of Caesar salad stuff like croutons and bacon bits and stuff like that in the fridge that I can add into that one. And then I've also grabbed our usual 2-litre A2 light milk. I've grabbed a big litre tub here of the vanilla custard. My youngest absolutely loves those little bluey custard pouches, and they cost an absolute fortune. Because buying them in pouches just makes it really easy when we're walking in the pram and things like that. She can't make too much of a mess with the pouches. I normally do go ahead and pay the extra for those bluey pouches for that reason. But I grabbed these such a long time ago from the zoo in like the little gift shop thing that they have there. They're just refillable little pouches here. I completely had forgotten that I had these, so I thought I'd go ahead and try filling these up with the custard and giving them to her and see how she goes with that, because I'm going to save a ton of money that way. Next thing I grabbed was a tomato sauce. I'm pretty sure they were half price this week. And then I also got a Ice Magic in the choc mint flavor. And I also got a little bottle of cream this week. We had a couple of desserts in last week's grocery haul, an apple pie and a sticky date pudding, which were half price. And I realized I didn't have any cream for the nights that we actually do decide to have that. So I did go ahead and just grab a small one. And then I also grabbed 2 loaves of bread this week. I grabbed our usual low GI bread that we always get. And then I also grabbed just this grain loaf. So that is everything in the grocery haul this week. If you haven't already, go ahead and pause this video and leave your guess down below of how much you think this grocery haul costs, because I'm about to tell you the price. So this week's grocery haul cost $170.56. So if you got anything close to that, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into that freezer meal prep now. And the first recipe is a super simple 30-minute broccoli and cheddar cheese soup. For this soup, you will need just under 250 grams of grated cheddar or 2 cups, 4 tablespoons of butter, garlic to taste, half a brown onion. Now I love onion, so I added the whole thing, 2 cups of chicken stock, 2 cups of half and half or cream. I'm using evaporated milk in this recipe, which still turned out amazing, 500 grams of broccoli, 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And for seasonings, I'm using paprika, nutmeg, salt and pepper, all of which are completely optional, and I'm just putting in about a teaspoon of each. I'm just starting by prepping the onion in my veggie chopper here. This thing saves my eyes so much and also helps to cut the onion up small enough so that the kids don't notice it. I was actually so surprised that the kids liked this soup. If you're new here to my channel today, I have an almost 2-year-old and an almost 4-year-old at home, and both of which can be pretty picky eaters, but both seem to clear a bowl of this pretty easily, which is always a win. Now I'm just going ahead and grating up that cheese as well, getting that ready ahead of time. Then the first thing that you want to do is melt that butter down in the saucepan. Now I'm not going to lie, this soup needs a lot of ingredient swaps to make it healthy, but I was after some comfort soup this night, so I pretty much just stuck to the original recipe. And once that butter was all melted down, I just went ahead and chucked in that onion with that, and I cooked that down for roughly about 3 to 4 minutes. You couldn't really tell if it was translucent or not because it was just so small in that butter. And then I just added about 3 teaspoons of garlic here. You can add as much as you like. I probably would have added more if it was just for me. And then I'm going ahead and adding in those 4 tablespoons of flour here and mixing that around. You probably want to add a little bit of liquid to this before you do this, otherwise it is going to clump up like I've done here, but it is easily fixable if you get to this point. Just go ahead and add in the 2 cups of the chicken stock and then give that a whisk, and it will turn into a thick soup, and it is completely savable. So next I'm just adding in a tin of evaporated milk. It is completely up to you if you want to add this now with the broccoli or later when you add the cheese. I just add mine now at the start with the bag of frozen broccoli and then the spices, and I just give that a good mix, and then I let that come to a boil. And then once that's boiling, I'll just turn it down and let that simmer for 15 minutes. I usually cook mine a little longer because I like my broccoli to be soft, especially for my 2-year-old who hasn't quite mastered chewing yet. And then once that's done, I just add the cheese, let that melt in, and it's done. It's now one of my favorite go-to 30-minute dinner recipes. If you do make these recipes at home, let me know in the comments below what you thought of them, or if you have Instagram, tag me in your dinner photos. I absolutely love it when you recreate the recipes that I share here on my food channel. Next, we are freezer meal prepping some chicken Alfredo pasta bake or chicken carbonara pasta bake, depending on the sauce that you have on hand. Today we are using Alfredo because it's what I had in the cupboard, and personally it's actually my favorite sauce to use. But I'm just starting off by cutting up these chickens into like thinner slices, sort of like schnitzels, just so they cook a bit quicker. And I'm going to go ahead and cook them over on the stovetop with some avocado oil. And once that is cooked and cooled down, I'm just going to go ahead and dice that up and put it into the fridge for later. It makes dinner time so much quicker if you pre-prep the chicken first. Then when it gets to dinner time, I'm just putting in 2 bags of dry pasta to cook, as I am making 3 pasta bakes out of this. 2 bags is usually just enough. And while that's cooking, I'm just preparing the sauce. I'm using these Master Food sachets that we got for half price, and it just says on the back how how much cream to add into each sachet for that, and I'm using 3 for this recipe. But if you ever see the jar sauce go on sale, stock up because those things save a ton of time and mess. Now that I have all my trays out and sprayed with olive oil, I am just layering some sauce on the bottom to help make sure that it all gets evenly coated. Once all the ingredients are in the trays, they can be too full to mix properly, so doing this just helps the bottom not to dry out. Then I'm just adding in the cooked pasta, more sauce, and then the diced chicken from earlier, and then I'm going to top it with cheese. I like to use a mix of Colby and mozzarella, and once that's done, I just put one in the oven on 200 degrees for about 20 minutes, and then I just like to cover the other 2 up and put the cooking instructions on the top for my partner if he is ever in need of them. But usually from frozen, they take about 2 hours in the oven, covered for 1.5 and then uncovered for 30 minutes. This pasta bake recipe turned out so good. I really think that pasta bakes are always such an easy dinner recipe to bulk meal prep, and it makes for such an easy cleanup on the night that you're actually going to be eating it. Okay friends, that is everything that is in this week's grocery haul and meal plan, and also meal prep, freezer meal prep thing that I did at the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, and also do not forget to check out Vanessa's channel over on Lemonade Mum. You guys are going to love her channel and get so much meal inspiration from her videos. And before you go, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye.
I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to.